Well,
have we done here?
welcome to the Cove Beach House.
Yeah, we're staying at this really cute Airbnb, which is in a, how do you say that?
I think it's called a Smyrna.
A Smyrna, which is a...
Maybe. We'll put the wording, like the spelling right here.
It's a traditional fisherman's house. So usually they would put the boats down here, and then the fishermen and their families would, well, I think just the fishermen would live upstairs.
Yeah.
Because they would only use this when they were out fishing and couldn't make it home, basically. It was like during fishing season. So we're in a traditional fisherman house called a Smyrna.
And it's been remodeled and redone, so they've got a downstairs and then an upstairs, and they rent them out at different Airbnbs.
Yeah, but even the downstairs unit includes like a theater style, so it's got a couch, then the bed, and then a kitchenette and bathroom, which has been really cute. We love how private it's been here, and the water in the yesterday and today have been so calm and beautiful, and it's crystal clear.
We got some fun drone footage from here and played with the Dome Pro.
Yeah, super fun. And then I would say the highlight of this island, though, was our boat trip.
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
We went with Excellent Yachting, which is the company that our Airbnb host recommended. And it was really a sailboat, more so than a yacht. And how many people would you say went with us?
I think we had 19 people, and then there were
four
crew members. So there was a lot of people on the boat.
And they took us to two spots, a nice like water hole to swim and have breakfast, and then we went further to Pleftico.
Yeah.
And the word Pleftico is actually where we get the word kleptomaniac.
Yeah, because that's where pirates would hang out and attack ships that came through. And then we also looked it up that they would also steal from the local farmers.
But what made it so ideal for pirates was because there's tons of caves that they could find shelter for their ships, and they could also hide to be able to better attack a lot of British ships that would sail that way. And it's a very common passage too because of the winds. A lot of trade ships would go past these caves on their main trade routes.
Yeah.
So it was really unique. What I loved about Excellent Yachting is that they had an extra dinghy boat. It was like a motorized rubber boat, and they took us in groups. So we anchored down, and half the group would have lunch, and the other half got to have a private tour through those specific caves. So we got on this smaller boat so that we could go inside every single cave.
Yeah,
I thought that was really neat.
Because like even other places we've been, the boats could only take us so close because they didn't have a smaller boat. But this way, like, it was literally inside the cave, and he's like, hey, watch your head. So we'd have to like duck as he goes through like this little tiny cave that would like open up into a bigger cave, or one that looked kind of like a little blue, like a blue grotto from Italy. It was pretty neat.
The only downside is that we booked this way in advance, so we didn't know the forecast. And the day that we went, it had 15 to 25 mile-per-hour winds.
Yeah, so it was, the wave there wasn't bad because we were going with the waves, so we were just kind of riding them out. But on the way back,
oh my gosh, I wish I took videos. But it was one of those experiences that you just don't think about pulling your phone out. The waves were so big that it was splashing up on board, and they told everyone to go to the back of the boat where there was a roof. Well, there's like 19, 20 of us, and we were all
crammed on top of each other.
In fact, like, there was not enough room for everybody. So anyone who was a couple, they said women sit on the men's laps, and then anyone who still couldn't fit in, they gave like water ponchos and like zip up jackets with hoods because they were getting soaked. And then also because of the waves, a lot of people were getting seasick.
Yeah, we had two people sitting there with just buckets, like
so
just waiting to get sick.
I think there were 3, so they gave everyone Dramamine pills, and they had those who were feeling seasick chew gum and have wrapped buckets in their laps. And I did think about taking a picture at that point because I thought, how hilarious is this? Like, everyone crammed together in the small sheltered part of the boat, but the person directly across from me was like so sick. I just knew.
She looked miserable.
She looked so miserable. I'm like, she does not want her picture taken right now. So I did not get a video.
But we had good conversations with people who were sitting next to you, and
yeah,
the way we actually hit such a big wave that even in the back, a wave just kind of came over the edge and just hit us right in the face.
yeah. That's another reason not to get your camera out. Is just how much water was coming overboard. But yeah, I was really thankful that we made friends right next to us, and that really distracted us from the seasickness, from the waves and the water, and it also made the trip back feel like it went a little faster, because otherwise, like, that part of the trip was pretty miserable.
Yeah. So overall impressions of Milos.
Oh, it is not for the faint of heart.
No, if you have high anxiety when you're driving, like, just don't.
Yeah, so many of the roads are very narrow. They're very winding, lots of hills and mountains.
And before you know it, you'll be turning off of the paved road onto a dirt road that goes up and down a mountain.
Because it's your only option. And we have a very small rental car, but it's done very well for us.
It has been a champ.
And I guess anyone who comes here, I would say, don't worry. Your car will make it. You will make it. But it was very nerve-wracking the first time up.
Yeah, I'd say that this is more of an adventurous island, just because of the roads, but then also a lot of the beaches, you kind of have to hike down like rocky cliff sides to get to really enjoy.
There's tons of beaches on this island. We didn't even scratch the surface of them all, but we did go to...
went to Papa Fragas Beach, which was kind of sad because like the main attraction part, like, you couldn't get to because it become dangerous. So to get to it, you'd have to like swim for like a while, but it still looked really pretty. And then Saracanito Beach, that looked like a moonscape. That one was really neat. And then Pleftico on the boat was really cool too.
Yeah, Saracanito is a pretty iconic beach here because it looks so futuristic and moonscapey.
Yeah, it was pretty unique. And then we've got a beach just around the mountain from us called, was it Slovenia?
I don't know.
But the sunset from there is beautiful.
Perfect spot for sunset.
And then our little cove has a name that starts with an F, but I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it. Maybe we'll put it right down below.
Fortuniva?
Yeah, something like that. But it's actually considered an official beach. The road to it, again, a little interesting, but you can do it.
So far, our food here has not been as good as the other islands, but that could just be, you know, luck of the draw. Or, but for the most part, we've decided to stay in our Airbnb and cook our meals this trip.
And I mean, the water has been beautifully clear. Whole bunch of different colors. But we did like the ice cream at Agaliki.
Yes, that was really good.
At the port.
Yes, in Adamas, which is the main port town, they have a really good ice cream and dessert shop.
Yes. But overall, it's been nice and relaxing, and I think that was kind of like our goal for Milos, was just to really enjoy the room and take it easy.
I think it's great for those who like water activities, but it might be better in September once it's had all summer to warm up, and September is still off season, so you can miss the tourists.
It's true. The water is a little, as they say in Hawaii, refreshing.
Or exhilarating. Life-changing.
Life-changing.
So next stop is Santorini.
All right. See ya.